everybody, welcome back again. Thanks for joining us. We're Pizza Sutra. We're here to hang out, we're here to have a good time, and we're here to review some pizzas. Today, we're gonna get a little meaty, a little sweaty, and a lot of sexy. We're talking about Kwik Trip's Pothole Pizza Meat Sweats. It's got jumbo sausage, sliced pepperoni, 5 cheese blend, and tomato sauce on a thin and crispy crust. Let's flipper dip and do it, everybody. For our Pothole Meat Sweats pizza, preheat conventional oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove plastic wrap and cardboard tray. Place pizza directly on center rack. Bake for 22 to 24 minutes or until product temperature reaches 165 degrees. We're keeping this episode extra meaty, and we're talking about a modern classic in the world of video games. We are talking about Super Meat Boy! That's right, it's been 10 years since this game's initial release, and it hasn't aged a bit. It still is bloody, nerve-wracking, wholesome, and super difficult as ever. It's kind of, if you've never played Super Meat Boy, it's kind of like Mario Brothers got high on Mountain Dew and chainsaws. Yeah, it's like that. So in the game, you play as this dude named Meat Boy. Meat Boy is this cute little adorable guy who doesn't have any skin, and as Meat Boy, you have to navigate through these levels with saw blades, with salt mounds, with grinders, big robots with missiles. Meat Boy's got this girlfriend named Bandage Girl who gets taken by this doctor, this evil scientist named Dr. Fetus. Does that kind of sound a little familiar to you? It's very much like one of those older Mario Brother games that we are all so familiar with, except the difficulty is cranked up to 11, my boy.
These go to 11.
What really speaks to us here at Pizza Sutra is this game's history. It started as a labor of love between two misfit dudes, Edmund McMillan and Tommy Reffins. It was originally a Flash game on the website Newgrounds.com in 2008. Development on Super Meat Boy started in 2009. It was released on the Wii, the Xbox, and the PC in 2010. McMillan did all the art and all the cool fancy stuff, whereas Reffins did all the programming, and he did it all from scratch. And as of 2014, Super Meat Boy has sold over 4 million copies. This game has spawned toys, fan art, and a sequel since its initial release in 2010. Even the guys from Cuphead were inspired by this game. Crazy fact, this game was so popular in its day that PETA ended up taking it and turning it into like a super tofu boy to promote veganism. All this craziness stems from the hard work and passion of two dudes who lived an entire country apart, and they made a game that both resonates with older and younger gamers to this day. A story like that really is an inspiration, and here at Pizza Sutra, we really love that kind of stuff. But you know what? I'm ready to get meaty and sweaty. Let's do it. In front of me is the Pothole Meat Sweats pie from Kwik Trip, and as you can see, there's some yellow in that cheese. Those sausages are massive, like I love my sausage. Pepperonis galore. Look at the cheese crispification over by the crust. Man, oh man, here we go. Boy. Oh my goodness. There's cheddar cheese in that. Oh yeah. The crust isn't as crunchy as the package said it was gonna be when Instead of crunchy crust, I was expecting something a little more, but I'm not dissatisfied. It does have a little crackery style, but just not super crispy. Maybe it should have gone in the oven a little longer, but we'll never know. The amount of sauce that is on this pizza is extraordinary. So what I'm saying is if you like sauce in your pizza, this is one to go for. It's hot. So that cheese is definitely holding in the heat, which is normal for a pizza, you know. Man, oh man, this pie, I'd say it's like a neutral pizza. Like when you go to the store and you want a pizza, this is something that is coming to mind right now. It's just so organically pizza. I mean, it is a pizza, obviously, but for the flavor profile, this is something that I expect. Biting into those big old sausages is definitely a treat, and it's not flavored like a normal sausage. It kind of has its own little flavor, which is a lot of fun, and it meshes really well with that hint of cheddar cheese that you get in these bites. Do I say, this thing has a whole bunch of meaty grease coming off of it, so I understand why they're called this the meat sweats. I get it. The crust, when you get to the crust, some crusts aren't that enjoyable to bite into. This one, it's got a really small crust, and you can get that really, really satisfying crunch at the very edge of the pie, which I thoroughly enjoy that, because like if the sauce penetrates into the crust, so it's not always super crunchy, but then you hit the back and it's like, wow, I get this little relief and I get this little change of pace. So it's a lot of fun. And it's definitely meaty. All that meat right in my mouth. I'm enjoying this pie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let the rest of Pizza Sutra enjoy this pie, and then we'll be right back and we're gonna tell you guys what we think of it. Okay everyone, we smashed that sweaty, meaty pie for what it was. And we all do in fact have meat sweats now. So if you go out and try this, you will too have meat sweats. So for our crust, we got a 5 out of 8 slices because it wasn't like crunchy, but it wasn't like chewy. It was, and the flavor was good. It was right in the middle. For our sauce, we got a 6 out of 8 slices because there was a lot of sauce, but it was, the flavor was okay. For our cheese, we got a 5 out of 8 slices. I personally really enjoyed the cheddar that was kind of mixed in that mix, and there was enough of it. It was very fun. For our toppings, we got a 6 out of 8 slices because the sausages and the pepperonis and all the meat that was on there, those sausages tasted like meatballs, and they were almost as large as a meatball, so it's kind of like right in the middle. It's kind of like in the gray area between sausage and meatballs, so that's a lot of fun. The flavor on them was pretty good too. Overall, this pie got 5.5 out of 8 slices, making it a pretty good pie. For the price point of $8, I think there are better bargains out there, but that's still kind of high on our register for a pie of 5.5. I do recommend going to Kwik Trip, checking it out, because they usually have sales all the time and stuff like that, but I think you guys should go check it out and see for yourself. As always, everyone, remember to click stuff and subscribe and, do all that cool YouTube stuff for us. Thanks for joining us. Pizza is love. Be cool, you crazy kids.